All of you. I welcome you all for the celebration of Janmashtami. Janmashtami is one of the significant festivals of Hindu, celebrated to mark the birth of. We shall begin this program by lighting the lamp and garlanding the photo of God. I request Principal and Delhi kindly light the lamp and garland the photo. So, talking more about Janmashtami, on this day, devotees do fasting, sweets of milk are prepared, especially the sweets out of countryside are also made. On this day, devotees recite the stories of Lord Krishna and also recite the Adhyaya. Let us know more about Lord Krishna and the importance of Gita. Dr. Navneet Chopra.
Good morning, good afternoon to one and all. Today we are going to discuss about and talk about Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Now, why this Bhagavad Gita is important? Krishna in Bhagavad Gita says, Samatvam Yoga Uchyate, which means in yoga, the meaning of yoga that he has explained is to have balance of your body, breath, mind, and state of mind. Now, when you say state of mind, it means your thoughts, your emotions, your intellect has to be unique with your mind. You have to synchronize your body and mind together. With from Bhagavad Gita, he sends the message to all as it has been divided into 4 parts: the Karma Yoga, the Bhakti Yoga, the Jnana Yoga, and part of it as Raja Yoga. In Karma Yoga, it's a path of action. Now, when we say path of action, whatever action that we take in day-to-day life, it might be due to various emotional effects. It might be because of hatred, it might be because of anger, it might be because of jealousy, which will be a negative action. But on the other hand, if you take the action with joy, cheer, and happiness, which will be a good action. Now, karma yoga leads to the path of bhakti yoga. Now, bhakti yoga means bhakti yoga is the part of devotion, the path of devotion, which is the path of love, which is the path through service of love, which is the path of faith. Now, if you can develop through your karma the love, the service of love, or devotion, or faith, you will slowly recover and get yourself into the line of jnana. Now, when you get into the jnana, you become a brahmana, which means conscious man with conscious divinity. You get that jnana of the nature, you get the jnana of the cosmos, you get the jnana of the universe. So from the jnana, you lead to the next part, that is a Raja Yoga, which is the moksha. Now, in moksha, what it means is your pure soul and pure divinity. You have attained that knowledge of Brahmana to get into with purity of the soul that is to be maintained. In Gita, not about he talks about these four ways to get into the yoga posture or get into the yoga, becoming a yogi through karma yoga, through bhakti yoga, through jnana yoga, and through raja yoga. The Raj Yoga is pure concentration and meditation, with which you attain the peaceful mind. It should be a synchronization of your body, breath, mind, and state of mind. When we talk about state of mind, we talk about our the thoughts that are coming in, the emotions that are coming in, and the intellect that we use for making use of thoughts and emotions. In the shloka that he says, that we are going to read now, in the 15th shloka, he says, Shrutram Chakshusya Sparshananta Rasanam Granameva Sa Adhisthaya Manaschaya Vishupnapasate, which means whenever we are doing the prayer, we ask for good sight, we ask for good breath, we ask for good vacha. So, while doing the Agnihotra or the various vidhis, we say Vangmasya. So that means we have good taste through our jibha. When we say Rasanam, it is for our jibha. That is, tongue should be used for good speech, tongue should be used for good taste. Nasor mein prana astu. The nasika should be used for prana, for getting this granam that we say, to get the sugandha. So how we are using our nose, for what purpose? To get good prana and good sugandha. Likewise, akshnor mein chakshurastu. It is the eye should be used for chakshu. What we see, as for the Arjuna, who was totally in a level of different, what you can say, mind, which was unable to think what is to be done. He was thinking of various problems. He was totally confused level. So this is he guided him as an motivator, as a person who is instrumental in inspiring him to fight against non-truth, untruth, ahimsa, to be to be ahimsa, or to be fighting for the truth. So this is nothing but total guideline given by Krishna to the general public to solve their day-to-day problems. You might be having various problems. You might be with different level of your mind. You might be with doubts, number of doubts, to how to resolve this doubt. You might be a student, might be a businessman, might be in any profession, or in your relation in the house. All those things will have a number of problems, number of things that are there. How you can solve this by getting into happiness, joy, and cheerfulness. To get into happiness, joy, and cheerfulness, you have to do karma yoga, you have to do bhakti yoga, you have to do raja yoga, and also you have to get into jnana yoga, which take you to Moksha. Now we will recite the two parts. The first six chapters or six adhyayas are of karma yoga in Gita. The next adhyaya, the middle adhyayas, are of bhakti yoga, and the last six adhyayas are for jnana yoga. In between, in this, he also mentioned about Raj Yoga. Swami Vivekananda has also described all these yogas in a clear form, so in a layman's form, in all these parts. Karma yoga, bhakti yoga, jnana yoga, and Raja yoga. Let us, besides this, I have all those who want to sit can sit. We will be reciting the shlokas from the Adhyaya 12 and the Adhyaya 15. I have got with me Gita Gunjan, Manjula Bhatt. We are also having here the Krishnavali, in which Shank is one, Tulsi the other one, the Morapanka, Shankha, Morapanka, Murli, Tulsi, and then there were Sadam, Dahi, and Poha, which is combination of numerous things for health. I'll be explaining to you after the Adhyaya. So let us start with this. So I'll blow the conch to start with our Adhyayas. तं देवं कंसचाणरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं परमात्मने नमः। श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता अथ द्वादशोऽध्यायः। अर्जुन उवाच एवं सततयुक्ता ये भक्ताः स्वां पर्युपासते ये चाप्यक्षरमव्यक्त्यं तेषां के योगवित्तमः। श्रीभगवानुवाच मय्यावेशमनो ये मां नित्ययुक्ता उपासते श्रद्धया परयोपेताः ते मे मुक्ततमा मतः। ये त्वक्षरमिन्द्रेशम् अव्यक्तं पर्युपासते सर्वत्र चितमन्तं च कुटस्थमकलं ध्रुवम् तन्नियम्येन्द्रियां ग्रामं सर्वत्र समबुद्धयः ते तु प्राप्नुवन्ति मामेव सर्वभूतहिते रतः। क्लेशोऽधिकतरस्तेषाम् अव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम् अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखं देवधीरप्राप्यते। ये तु सर्वाणि कर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्परः अनन्येनैव योगेन मां ध्यायन्त उपासते तेषामहं समुद्धर्ता मृत्युसंसारसागरात् भवामि न चिरात् पार्थ मय्यपेषितचेतसाम् मय्येव मन आर्धस्व मयि बुद्धि निवेशय निवासिष्यसि मय्येव अत ऊर्ध्वन्न संशयः अथ चिन्तं समाधातुं न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम् अभ्यासयोगेन ततो ममिच्छाप्तुं धनञ्जय अभ्यासेऽप्यसमोऽर्थर्षि मत्कर्मोपभो मतर्थकर्मी कर्माणि कुर्वन् सिद्धिमवाप्स्यसि अथैतदप्यशक्तोऽसि कर्तुं मध्योग्रमाश्रितः सर्वकर्मफलत्यागं ततः कुरु यत्मात्मवान् श्रेयो हि ज्ञानाभ्यासात् ज्ञानात् ध्यानं विशिष्यते ध्यानात् कर्मफलत्यागाच्च निरन्तरम् अद्वेष्टा सर्वभूतानां मैत्रः करुणा एव च निमर्मो निरहङ्कार समदुःखः सुखक्षमी सन्तुष्टस्य सततं योगी यतात्मा दृढनिश्चयः मध्यर्पितमनो बुद्धिर्यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः यस्मान्नो द्विजते लोको लोकान्नो द्विजते क्षयः हर्षामर्षभयोद्वेगे मुक्ता यशस मे प्रियः अनपेक्षश्च शुचिर्दक्ष दासीनो गतव्यत्यः सर्वारम्भपरित्यागी यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः यो नो रष्यति न द्वेष्टि न शोचति न काङ्क्षति शुभाशुभपरित्यागी भक्ता मान्यस मे प्रियः समस्य शत्रौ च मित्रे च तथा मानापनमानयो शीतोष्ण सुखदुःखेषु समस्त समविवर्जितः तुल्यनिन्दास्तुतिर्मौनी सन्तुष्टो येन केनचित् अनेकतस्य स्थितिर्मतिर्भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः ये तु धर्मामृतमदं यक्तोत्तं पर्युपासते श्रद्धानामतत्परमा भक्तास्ते दिव मे प्रियः। ॐ तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे तु कृष्णार्जुनसंवादे भक्तियोगो नाम द्वादशोऽध्यायः। हरये नमः, हरये नमः, हरये नमः। Now we start with the 15th chapter, that is 15th adhyaya. Om अथ पंचदशोऽध्यायः। श्रीभगवानुवाच ऊर्ध्वमूलमधम् अत्यक्तं परमव्ययम् छन्दांसि यस्य पर्णानि यस्तं वेद स वेदवित् अदश्वशोऽध्वं प्रसुतास्तस शाखा गुणप्रबुद्धा विषयप्रबाला अध्यक्ष मूलानुसन्ततानि कर्मानुबन्धीनि मनुष्यलोके न रूपमस्तेह तथोपलभ्यते नान्तो न चार्तिं सम्पृष्टा अश्वत्थमेनं सविरूढमूलम् असङ्कशस्त्रेण दृढेन चित्वा ततः पदं तत्परिमार्गितव्यं यस्मितान् गता त्वमेव चाद्यं पुरुषं प्रपद्ये यतः प्रवृत्ता पुराणी निर्माणमोहाजितसङ्गदोषा अध्यात्मनीता निवृत्तकामः द्वन्द्वे विमुक्ता सुखदुःखसंज्ञे गच्छन्तु मूढा पदमव्यन्तत् न तद्भासते सूर्यो न चाशाङ्को न पावकः यद्वन्ता न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं ममेवांशो जीवलोके जीवभूतस्य सनातनः मनश्च षष्ठानीन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति शरीरं यद्वाप्नोति यच्चाप्युक्तात्मनीश्वरः गृहन्ते वैश्वानि संयन्ति वायुगन्धर्निवासयात् श्रोत्रं च चक्षुश्च स्पर्शनं च रसं च घ्राणमेव च अधिष्ठायामनुष्ठायं विषयानुपसेवत कृतामृतं सितं वापि भुजानं वा गुणवन्तिकं विमूढानान पश्यन्ति पश्यन्ति ज्ञानचक्षुः यतन्तो योगिनश्चैनं पश्यन्त्यात्मज्ञस्मृतं यतन्तोऽप्यकृतात्मानो नैनं पश्यन्ति चेतसः यदातीदित्यगतं जगात् भासयते किलं यच्चन्द्रमासि यच्चाग्नो तेजोतीतमामकां गमाभिश्यच्च भूतानि पारम्यामं मोजसा उष्णामि चौषधिः सर्वात् सोमो भूत्वा रसात्मकः अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पञ्चाभुवनपशुविधम् सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो मत्तात्मकीर्तेयमोहनं च वेदे सर्वमेव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृत्ये देववीदचाहम् स्वविमा पुरुषो लोके क्षरश्चाक्षर एव च क्षरश्च सर्वाणि भूतानि ऊढोऽक्षर उच्यते उत्तमः पुरुषा नग्नः परद्वैतीत्युत्साहः यो लोकत्रयमाविश्य विभर्तव्यय ईश्वरः यस्माक्षरमतीमोहम् अक्षरादपि चोत्तमः अतोऽस्मि लोके वेदे च प्रतितः पुरुषोत्तमः यो मामेव समुद्धो जनाति पुरुषोत्तमम् सर्वविभजति मामं सर्वभावेन भावः इति गृहीतं शास्त्रम् इदमुक्तं उक्तं मया नघ एतत् बुद्धत्वा बुद्धिमान् स्यात् कृतकृतच्छ भारत। ॐ तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे कृष्णार्जुनसंवादे पुरुषोत्तमयोगो नाम पञ्चदशोऽध्यायः। हरये नमः, हरये नमः, हरये नमः। नारायणमस्तु। You can in the prayer for Lord Krishna. Yogesham Satchidanandam Vasudevam Vajapriyam Dharma Santapakam Veeram Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. So he has given this knowledge of yoga in Bhagavad Gita. So you have to go through the path of Karma Yoga. You have to, from Karma Yoga, you have to go to the path of Bhakti Yoga, and from Bhakti Yoga you attain the selfless, rejoice, joyful, cheerful happiness through your Raja Yoga and your Jnana Yoga. So attain that Jnana of universal power. The four parts that he has covered is Ishvara, Manushya, that is living being, then the Prakriti, the nature, and your soul, and the external soul, Paramatma.
On behalf of MES Higher Secondary staff, non-teaching staff, and our respected manager, Harry Rodriguez, from bottom of my heart, I thank Amdev for taking up this initiative and to celebrate this Krishna Janmashtami. Today is the birth of Lord Krishna, and I would like to tell you that whatever teachings of Krishna which he has given, Namdev sir has already told, these teachings of Krishna are followed. He is like a management, and they are being taught in the business school of management. You must be knowing that class was accepted by Pandavas. Pandavas were only 5, and Kauravas were 100. And 5 Pandavas could win that war, Mahabharata, only because of the management techniques which were used by Lord Krishna. He told his management techniques to Arjuna, and with the help of these techniques, Pandavas could win that Mahabharata war. So we can learn a lot of things from Lord Krishna. He is like a management guru. He always told that stick to your goals and fix up your objectives, and then you make a plan to achieve all those goals. Lord Krishna always said, share your knowledge. When you share your knowledge increases. He also said that you have to adopt good manners. He was very polite. He also said that good manners always will be only the war, but will against any eventuality. He also said about planning the short-term goals, long-term goals, so that you are successful in the life. He was a very good motivator, and he was a down-to-earth person. On this Janmashtami, he has given a lot of messages to us through Bhagavad Gita. Again, I am telling you that this has been followed of management, and the management students as well as all the management are experiencing On this official day, I pray Lord Krishna to bestow all His blessings to all my staff, to all my students, and that these blessings help all my students and staff members to have a very peace and happy living. Thank you very much.
To brief and to conclude, as we wrote here, the Krishna in Bhagavad Gita says the mind acts like an enemy to those who are not controlled. Through Bhagavad Gita, he has sent a message that in your life of any living being, you will have number of problems. Your mind will be in conflict. Your mind will not be able to decide what to do. So they have given the solution to all your daily routine problems. It is not related to any religion. This is for general people who want to be joyful, cheerful, and happy. So he has given four paths to be joyful, cheerful, and happy in your life. That is what the Bhagavad Gita is. So preaching and teaching, for it is given as a motivator and an instrument to inspire Arjuna to fight against the fight for truth, to fight for truth, satya, against the asatya, so that satya means is not against anybody. It can be your anybody who is opposite and who is there against the satya, you have to fight for. Then only you can achieve that peaceful mind and joyful, cheerful. So be happy, be joyful, be cheerful is the message through yoga. So keep yourself joyful, and that can be attained when your body, breath, mind, state of mind, that is the thought and emotion, is synchronized together. So this is the message that he has given to synchronize everything and keep yourself joyful, cheerful, and happy, as he was always under various situations. He has gone through various problems all throughout his life, till his death. So every human being has to face the problem, but how to tackle this problem, how to solve this problem, how to be reasonable, and how to be in synchronized with the body, breath, and mind is given in this Bhagavad Gita. Nothing. So it is general solution for your day-to-day problems.
So we have come to the end of this. I just want to take.
So blessings, I will tell you about the prasadam that is there. Prasadam which he likes is curd, that is the dahi. It is very good to whoever has acidic refluxes. I have heard about so many talking about acidic reflux, acidity in the problem. For this is a very good probiotic. Every day if you have this, you will not have acidity problem, not have gastritis problem, you will not have any problem regarding your stomach and digestive system. The other thing is good that is there into this, and poha. That is again very good for your digestive system. After every meal, if you take good, the natural good, it will help you for digestion. So that is what is served there. Other thing we are not doing is protein, that is the nuts. It is not there, but poha is there, dahi is there. Please have it. And for tirtham, we have got the patent like was the tulsi. We have got drops of 5 types of tulsi in the water, and the water is alkaline water. This is just like the water from the Gangotri. The pH level is 8.3, high alkaline. Okay, so the water that is there is alkaline water above 8.3. The purest water that we have got. Kirtan, you will taste and check for yourself what benefit you can have this prasadam of dahi, that is a probiotic, good for your body system after meal. And so before starting, say a mantra for the having the food. Okay, so you must keep your left hand on the stomach and right hand on your right hand on the heart. So I'll start with this. Right. ॐ अन्नपते अन्नस्तनो धेयनमीवस्त्रशुष्किणः प्रदातारन्तारशब्जन्नो देहि द्विपदे चतुष्पदे ॐ अन्नपते अन्नस्तनो धेयनमीवस्त्रशुष्किणः प्रदातारन्तारिष ऊर्जन्नो देहि द्विपदे चतुष्पदे ॐ अन्नपते अन्नस्तनो देय नमीव स्विनः प्रदातारन्तारिष ऊर्जन्नो देहि द्विपदे चतुष्पदे ॐ स्वादोपीतो मधोपीतो वयं त्वं वयमहे अस्माकमभिता भव ॐ स्वादोपीतो मधोपीतो त्वं वयमहे अस्माकमभिता भव ॐ स्वादोपीतो मधोपीतो वयं त्वं वयमहे अस्माकमभिता भव ॐ मोघमन्नं विन्दते अप्रचेताः आर्यमण्णं चक्षुषि सकालम् आर्यमणं मुच्चक्षुति नो सकायम् देवलागो भवति देवलागी ॐ मोघमन्नं विन्दते अप्रचेताः आर्यमनं च श्रुति सर्वनेतानि मोघमन्नं विन्दते अप्रचेताः मोर्यमनं विन्दति अप्रचेताः सत्यं ब्रवीमि वदैतस्सत्यस्य ॐ शान्ति 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 ॐ त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्व मम देवदेव सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्ति भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति. Let us pray for peace everywhere in this world, in the universe, on the earth, in the water bodies, in all the human beings which are there on this earth. Om. Have prasadam and